If we have a big problem, the assumption that we make is that it's going to take a big fix, right? And maybe you understand that. Maybe you feel like that's true. Part of it's because of the mantras we've heard, the go big or go home, shoot for the moon, give 110%, right? Like, again, I often say, like, it's the David Goggins type mantra of you got to stop being a wussy and just go hard. And even if your leg's broke, just keep moving. That sounds macho and manly. And I'm here to tell you today, like, no, let's go small. Let's go tiny. Let's take it easy. And people are like, dude, that's so wimpy. But the thing that I want to encourage you with is this. If you're, again, I'm almost 50. If you're close to my age and you've been dealing with the same stuff and you're like, it can't be small, small can't be the answer, and you just keep trying to beat your head against a wall and figure out why can't I change, my only thought to you is let's try something else, right? Like insanity is doing the same things over and over. Maybe you're just doing the same things over and over. Maybe it's worth a change. Maybe you'll get to the spot when you're years down the road and you're like, okay, wait a minute. Maybe tiny is the way. Maybe small is the way to go, because every time I try to go big, it never seems to work. And let's picture it this way. Let's say that you want to lose 30 pounds as fast as you can. What do, right? If you're like most guys and you've got 30 pounds to lose, you go Navy SEAL commando. On day one, you're like, I'm not wearing shoes. I'm wearing boots, right? And I'm going to wear like a full 2 sweatshirts and 2 pants and shorts and sweatpants. And like, I'm going to layer up because I'm going to sweat this out. I'm going to go crazy. I'm going to run 5 miles, right? I'm going to jump in the lake, even though it's freezing cold, and I'm going to go crazy, man. I am in, right? You go crazy. You go, like, at the end of that, you go, man, that felt terrible, but I feel good. Why? Because I went big. I went crazy on this thing, man. I went 110%. I'm doing what the other guy down the road will never do. He would never do what I just did. But then guess what? Then he gets shin splints, right? Or then he gets a cold because he went swimming in the lake in the middle of the winter or whatever it is. Like, something happens, and 3 days later, this idea of go bonkers backfires on him, right? You cranked it up. You went nutso. You went David Goggins on it. You went all CrossFit on day one. You were all in, super motivated. Why? Because you've got big goals. You've got to lose 30 pounds, right? The only way you're going to get there, if you're a man, is to go big or to go home. So you went big, didn't you? And guess what? 2 days later, 3 days later, 3 hours later, when everything tightens up and seizes up on you, you're like, okay, I'm going to just skip tomorrow, but I'll get back at it the next day. And then 2 days becomes 3 days, becomes 3 months. And you already know. Why? Because you've been through this. I've been through this so many times. When your muscles scream at you because you went bonkers, you can't move the next day. When your energy is so low because you just gave everything, literally, to that plan, it doesn't work. One day, somebody invites you to lunch, and all of a sudden, the whole weight loss thing is just gone instantly, right? Like, oh man, I got a free lunch out of this. You didn't order the salad, did you? You got free lunch, and you're like, I'm doing the burger. Don't even matter. But I'll get back at it, and then you never do. Why? Why does this not work? It isn't because you didn't give effort. It's not because you don't care. It failed because you thought intensity mattered more than consistency. And I'm telling you, if you could just slow this down, I purposefully went slow in saying that and paused that because I want you to hear this so clearly. I told you the phrase that I was going to share with you was coming up, and here it is. Ready? Consistency, not intensity, is the key to the change that you're trying to make. It isn't going commando. It isn't going like, again, David Goggins. It isn't going bonkers on this, right? If you want to be a better spiritual leader, you need to go small. You need to go tiny when it comes to day one change. When you're trying to fix a relationship that's been hurting for years, you don't fix it by going big and having a week-long vacation. That might help, but going big isn't your answer. It isn't what's going to fix it long-term. Going small, going tiny is on a day-to-day basis, a consistent basis. If you're way behind in Savings. You can't just, most of us can't just go fix that overnight. How are you going to get there? Slowly but consistently, tiny. Start making small changes today. Tiny is the way that you win. Why? Because consistency is the engine of change. And that's the thing that you have to understand. I hope that I'm going to make that clear to you today. Take whatever area of your life it is that you feel like, man, I'm just beating my head against the wall. I'm doing the same thing. This is the hamster wheel for me. I'm on it all the time. I get in, I get out, I try hard, I get motivated. 2 days later, I'm out. 4 days later, I'm out, whatever it is. Why? When does it fall apart? It falls apart when you can't do it consistently. Yep. That consistently issue is the whole issue. The thing I want you to repeat over and over in every area that you're trying to change is this. Consistency, not intensity, is the key to change. Consistency, not intensity, is the key to change. And that is why tiny is not your enemy in this case. Tiny is your key advantage. Tiny steps, tiny habits, tiny wins. Do you remember what's the dumb movie? Bill Murray was the lead character. Is it Groundhog Day? No. Is it Groundhog Day? No, I'm blanking. Bill Murray, I know, is the character, and he takes tiny steps or baby steps. That's what it's called. Baby steps. He's got all kinds of issues. In the book with the psychologist that tells him what to do, Richard Dreyfuss, I think, is the other guy, tells him baby steps is the key. Small steps, just baby steps to here, baby steps to there. And the whole movie's kind of built around that. It's super funny. But that's right. It actually is, I think, totally right. Tiny steps, baby steps, small habits, small wins, consistently done will keep you in the game. And again, here's the whole thing, right? Whatever area of your life, whatever that area is for you that you're trying to change, the whole goal is to stay in the game. When you go big and it eventually falls apart, it gets you out of the game completely, doesn't it? Whether that's losing weight, you go really great for 30 days, and then all of a sudden you've got 3 or 4 bad days, or you go on vacation. Now you just stop doing it altogether. What would happen if you just had some breaks in the action, but you never left the game? You would probably be way further ahead, right? Same thing with building muscle, same thing with building a bank account, same thing with building connection with your wife emotionally, same thing in any area of your life. Staying in the game, showing up every day is the key to life. It's the key to change. Big effort, when you go through those motions of big, it feels heroic, it feels manly, and we all understand that. But it's the small steps, it's the tiny steps that actually stick and help you to keep doing it the next day, and the next day, and the next day, and the next day. So the truth of the matter is this: tiny beats big intentions every time. So a question that you might ask is this: when I feel at my worst, whether that's again emotionally and you're trying to fix a relationship, or financially things are really hurting and you're at your worst, it's a terrible month, all the bills have been in and you still are just struggling, you only have a few bucks left to your name, whatever it is, whatever area, on your worst day or in your worst moments, what could you still do to show up and stay in the fight, to stay in the game? What could you do on your worst day when it comes to exercise or reading your Bible or, again, any other area? That's what I want you to shrink your new habit or behavior or routine down to. The smallest, tiniest step that you could do even on your worst day. That's the starting point. Now, here's what happens. When you do the smallest, tiniest steps, the pushback you're going to feel as a man is you're going to instantly go, that's not enough. That's not enough effort. That's not enough intensity. That's not enough money or whatever your area is. That's not enough of that thing to get me where I want to go. Here's the thing you have to know. This is simply about staying in the fight, staying in the game, period. Don't worry about how it's going to get you there, or the speed at which this type of effort will get you there. The point isn't that this effort will necessarily get you there tomorrow. It's that it will eventually get you there. And the point is that you're staying in the fight. You're not going to come in and get out based on your emotions or feelings. Tiny is how you win the game because it keeps you in the game.